Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So today I'm finally getting to cut this hayfield. I cut the other one like I think 2 weeks ago. I've been waiting for good weather and we finally got a stretch of it. So hopefully we can get a lot of hay off of this field today. So I've got the Heston PT10 hay mower back there. We're going to be testing that out today, see whether it cuts good after all the repairs we made. I got a feeling that it's not, even though it's got all new sickles on it, I don't know if it's going to cut perfectly because I think there's a little bit of an alignment on the cutter bar that needs to be done. So I had one limb down that I knew about and I just pushed that off to the side and got it out of the way. But I've got this other limb down here. So this limb right here broke off. It's actually, I guess it's a tree. It broke off and it's still attached or resting right there. And that's a lot of weight coming down. So I can't really pick that up. I'm afraid if I tried to move that, this will end up falling down. That will be a hazard. And I don't think I want to try anymore to try to move this. I think the best thing to do, I'm just going to mow around it. I'm just going to swing the mower out and around it. We'll skip this little area. And then after we get hay cut, we can come back with the tractor and we can drag this out of here and get it cut up into firewood. So I want to show you the condition of this hay field. You can see the red clover. Most of the blooms have died off. We really needed to cut this a couple weeks ago. But the one thing you do see is you see all the grass. The grass is starting to come through. You see grass all through here, bunches of grass. And before, this was all pretty much red clover and the grass was competing and it could not keep up. And you hardly saw any grass, but now you see nice bunches of grass mixed in all the way through. It's finally getting established and it's starting to even out a little better. So we're gonna have a lot more grass to clover ratio. I would prefer it to be, I prefer probably a little more grass than clover, but at least we're getting more grass to finally get established and grow in this field. And I think it's starting to look pretty good. So pretty good for a second cut. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this hayfield. I think that's going to take me probably an hour or two to get this cut. And then after that, I've got a couple things to show you and we got to do some stuff with the livestock. So I just got done with my first lap and I can tell that it is not cutting very well. Even though it's got all new sickles on it, I can tell it's not cutting right. Well, I'm making some adjustments in the field. I adjusted where the drive head meets the sickle bar. It's kind of the sickle bar drive alignment. And I think that helped flatten out the sickle so that it's sitting and riding the way it should be. After I tighten this up, I'll double check it and then I think I'll have to adjust some of the hold downs. And I think I'll be ready to go. Now, I give up. Hopefully this works. All right, got the hayfield all cut. So now I'm just gonna run back. I need to blow all the grass off of this so I can put it away, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So now I'm up front at the billy goat pen, and Rebecca has something she wants to tell you.
So last weekend we had someone come and they bought all the goats together. They were a really nice couple. So the goats are gone and now it's time to get their fence down.
So now that we finally sold the goats, which we've been trying to for
a
few months, we can finally repurpose everything that we have up here. So we have a carport here that can be moved and repurposed. It will probably be used as a shelter, I assume.
For the steers.
Yeah, probably for the steers. I don't know if it'll go up here where they are now or if it'll go in the 12 acres when we get it fenced in, but it'll probably be reused for a shelter. We've got 2 more sections of electric netting up here that we'll be able to use as well. And we've got, I think, a 8 or 10 foot gate here we can use. Plus there's several cattle panels that we can use and posts. So there's a lot of stuff up here. We'll probably start tearing some of this stuff out here soon. And but for today,
we're taking down the electric fence.
Yeah, we're going to take the electric netting. We're going to see if we can use it to give the sheep and the dairy cow a little bit more space, a little bit fresh grass, a little bit of fresh grass to eat. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange some of the electric netting. We need to keep one set because the turkeys are going to go out on pasture. So we need to keep one set of chicken netting. We're going to use a sheep and goat net up here next to the barn, and then a chicken net down way back down there. And with the 2 sections of netting, we should be able to get plenty of grass for the dairy cow and the sheep. So look at the grass down here. This is nice, tall grass right here. Plenty of forage down here for them to eat. But the grass is a little tall for the netting, so I think we're gonna run the lawnmower through here real quick, try to follow the path, and then that'll give us somewhere nice and clear to put the electric fence down where it doesn't short out on the grass. Oh, so many rocks in here, it's ridiculous. So we've got our electric netting set up, and it comes through the fence here and it gets clipped onto our electric wire in this pasture. So that gives them a little bit more area to graze. This is our shooting range area right here. So there's actually a shelter. They can get under that for shade if they want to, but there is plenty of tall grass out there for them to eat. And then we're opening up this small area right here behind the barn. And we're gonna let them have these 2 areas right now. This has been resting and it has come back. If you look at the grass, you can tell, you know, the blades of the grass have grown back. The tips are on, and it has recovered. So we're gonna give them here and there for now. So once the animals come in this evening to get fed, we're gonna close this pasture off and let it rest. So like Rebecca said, she sold all of the goats, and that was the billy goats up front, and then that was the 3 girl goats we had in the barn. And you were lucky enough that you actually got somebody to take all of them.
Yeah, they all went to the same home, so that worked out well, and I'm glad that they're all going to be together.
Yeah, we tried to sell them separate. Like we thought, we were trying to sell the billy goat kind of separate than the girl goats, and we thought we had him sold like twice. And like she said, they got ghosted. They didn't show up.
just kind of fell through. So.
Yeah. So luckily, the girl who was going to buy the girl goats said she wanted the billy goats too, and the guy didn't come, so she took all of them. So
Yeah.
worked out fairly well. They got to stay together instead of be broken up, so probably helped the stress of moving them to a new home, probably helped a little bit.
Yep.
One of our goals was a side goal to have more purposeful animals, and that's the reason why we got rid of the goats. We got rid of the Nigerian goats. Now we've got rid of the fainting goats. So I think we've actually got this goal done, I think, because we have sheep now. We got a dairy cow, which gives Rebecca a new pet, plus it's purposeful with milk, and it can give us, we can breed it with Angus and get beef steers that we can grow up for meat. And we got some new laying hens, and
Turkeys.
we got meat turkeys this year. Meat chickens are coming next week. So I think we've got this goal in the bag. We have gotten rid of the goats. That was more of a pet. And then we had a bunch of foo-foo chickens, little fancy little chickens that didn't lay very many eggs. So we got some new chickens. Now I will say that we thought they're laying eggs, but they're just smaller eggs than what we thought.
But most of them are double yolked.
Yeah, they're really funny because they're like tiny eggs, but there's 2 yolks in them, like a lot of them. But yeah, so I think we got that goal done. More purposeful animals. So at least we got one done this year. I think it's the only one we have done. We've had 5 main goals, 3 side goals. It was one of the side goals. But we've been working on several of them. And hopefully we get the rest of them done before the end of the year, but we only got like, what?
4 months.
4 months left, 4.5 months left. But anyway, that's it for this video. We'll go ahead and we'll grab the dogs and we'll go take them for a walk.
Sydney's gotten chunky and Scout's got a crazy haircut right now. So.
Yeah. We tried shaving Scout, and of course the clippers only make it about halfway through. So I think he's starting to grow out.
Yep.
So, but yep. Anyway, that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.
What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought you were going to knock me in the pond. Hey. Come here. Hey, Scout. Sit. Good boy. Shake. Good boy. Come on.
Hi, Sydney. Hey, stop.
Hey, Sydney.
She
Sit.
listens to you better.
Good girl. That's a good girl. Yes, you are. Shake. Yes, you're such a smart girl, aren't you? Smart, kind of lazy. Yeah, good girl. Yeah. All right. Come on. We call them thunder and lightning.
Yes, we do. Because they run around the porch and the house chasing each other, and it sounds like thunder and lightning in the house.
Yep.
Come on. There you are. Now you got stick tights all over you. Scout!
He's somewhere down here. There he is, swimming.
Scout!
See him? What are you doing?
Scout, come here.
Oh.
Oh, no. Look at that. A wet dog. Yeah. Stick tights, duckweed, and pond water.
Look how skinny he looks now.
I know, he does look skinny now, doesn't he?
Yeah.